Hey everybody, we are Deadpan Entertainment, and as you guys know, Marvel's had a pretty great week. Spider-Man Far From Home continues to dominate at the box office. San Diego Comic-Con was this week. A lot of great stuff happened. We got to see some really cool stuff about the future of Marvel. And a certain movie passed the box office to become the highest grossing movie of all time. All this and more on our Dead Talk. Hello again everybody, my name is Arrow and welcome to our very first Dead Talk. So if you guys don't know what a Dead Talk is, it's basically like a TED Talk, but we put dead in front because it's like with our name, you know, Deadpan, and yeah, you guys get the idea. Anyways, today for our Dead Talk, we're going to talk about all things Marvel because as you guys know, Marvel has had a pretty great week as of late. Just a lot of announcements too, so that's what we're going to talk about today. And today, I am joined by my great friends, Elijah, Anna, and Lawrence. Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome to my Dead Talk, or our Dead Talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yours.
Yeah. First thing I want to say, and a little congratulations to the MCU. Avengers Endgame has finally passed Avatar for the highest grossing movie of all time.
Finally.
It only took them like 2 months, I would say. Or like 2 to 3 months to pass Avatar. But there was like a re-release too, so...
Avatar had a re-release also, so...
Yeah, but in any case, congrats to Marvel. They did...
Apologies to James Cameron.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, apparently he's a jerk in real life, so...
Oh, and
I met him, but
I'm sure he's wiping his tears on his hundreds of dollar bills.
Yeah, but in any case, we all know who the big winner is, Disney, because they own both Avengers Endgame and Avatar. So whatever happens, Disney is still winning. Yeah.
At this point, like, Disney just owns everything.
Yeah,
They
basically.
even own Deadpan.
Oh.
I mean, if
sponsor us.
yeah, if they want to sponsor us, come on. Another great thing that happened this weekend was San Diego Comic-Con, and with any Comic-Con or any like con, we're gonna have a bunch of like new stuff.
Yes.
And Kevin Feige and their whole Marvel team announced Marvel Phase 4. After Spider-Man Far From Home, which is also a pretty big success, I would say, dominating the box office as usual, Kevin Feige and his whole team announced Marvel Phase 4 during San Diego Comic-Con this Saturday. And with it, a lot of great stuff. So that's why I'm here today. I made a PowerPoint just for them.
And show them what you're holding. What are you holding?
I have notes. I have notes about everything. So it's like, you know, it's pretty exciting. It took me a while to do this
People
anyway.
are going to
So.
come at you for not being prepared, and then people are going to come for you for being too prepared.
Yeah.
You can never win. So.
Yeah. All right. So let's get started. I'm excited. So Marvel Phase 4, and something for you guys to know. It's only going to span 2 years, 2020 and 2021.
Phase.
Yeah, it's probably the shortest phase. I mean, so far as we know, according to Kevin Feige, they're still going to announce more stuff at what's
D23.
that? D23. So for all we know, they could add more stuff to Phase 4. But for now, it's only been.
What's D23?
It's a Disney convention.
It's a Disney convention.
It's like Disney's equivalent of Comic-Con, but just Disney
Yeah.
stuff.
The thing about this phase is going to be a little different in terms of TV shows. So as you guys know, Disney Plus is going to come out, I think next year, starting with that. And so a lot of Marvel stuff is going to come out as like TV shows, live action TV shows too. Some live action, some animated. But if you wanted to watch them, you're going to have to get a subscription to Disney Plus. Well, I mean, we have a lot of Netflix subscriptions.
Get it anyways.
Yeah. So the first movie that was announced, Black Widow.
Let's go hot.
Black Widow has a May 1st, 2020 release date. So it's going to be the first movie coming out, and it's going to come out pretty soon. It's going to come out like next year. And as we all know, Scarlett Johansson is coming back as Black Widow.
She's coming black.
She's coming black as
Black Widow.
No, he's coming back as Black Widow. In her own standalone movie. This movie is gonna take place before the events of Avengers Endgame, and apparently it's gonna take place after Civil War, I believe. We're gonna go a lot more into her past. We're gonna see a bunch of characters we haven't seen before. Some of the characters there is David Harbour from Stranger Things, and then Rachel Weisz is also Rachel Weisz. Weisz?
It's like V.
Rachel Weisz. Rachel Weisz. Her, yeah.
Yeah.
She's also gonna be in the movie. David Harbour is gonna play someone named Alexei. For those of you who watched Stranger Things season 3, he's gonna play. Yeah, wait, well, like I don't want to say anything because
Never mind.
yeah. if you haven't seen the show, but there's a character in Stranger Things 3 named Alexei, and he's pretty detrimental to the story, and he's gonna play that character's name. The villain is gonna be someone named Taskmaster. So Taskmaster is a villain that can replicate the fighting style of any person he fights. So that's gonna be pretty exciting. Yeah. So what do you guys think, Black Widow?
I like it. I wish the Black Widow movie came out sooner.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Yeah, but I have a lot of theories as to why they're releasing it like a little late. Because we know that she died in Avengers Endgame, if that hasn't been already established. But we still haven't seen any Captain America footage of when he returned all the stones. So maybe he brought her back after he gave up the Soul Stone to Red Skull. So that could be at the end of the movie. I don't know. But I don't know when Scarlett Johansson's contract expires. But she could very much return to the MCU.
I look at it this way: just because a contract ends doesn't mean a new contract can arise. So I mean,
it could.
It could. I mean,
that's true. People say like, oh, death should be permanent. That way they have more meaning. And I can't disagree with people for saying that. But I just want Black Widow back. I
know she was part. She was the original six.
Yeah,
part of
I
the
would
original
not
six.
complain at all, in any atom of my being, if she came back, about some writing laziness. Like I don't care.
If you're gonna revive Black Widow, that's it. Stop reviving.
Yeah.
What about Iron Man?
I think he went out good. Keep
Yeah, I would say so too.
Keep him
Yeah,
dead.
Who,
keep
Iron
seeing
Man?
trying to
Yeah.
claw out of
Yeah.
his grave. Like, no, you
Yeah.
don't.
I mean, that happened
Yeah.
in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And another thing about this movie, if you guys remember Black Widow and Hawkeye talking about Budapest, they're going to reveal about what actually happened in Budapest. So Jeremy Renner might actually make an appearance in this movie too. So that's a little exciting.
I'm cool with that.
I'm down for that.
I know. I'm excited. So this is going to be the first movie that's going to come out in Phase 4.
Black Widow's down for that too.
Yeah. Oh. All right. So now we can move on to the next slide, which is The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Will be the first TV series released from Disney
TV
Plus.
series.
It's going to be a TV series.
Oh, gee, that sounds like a buddy cop film. Or
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Actually, I like it because it's gonna be about 8 episodes each.
Yeah.
Each an hour, so it's an 8-hour movie that you get.
Basically, yeah.
On streaming service. So I'm like, I am okay with that.
Yeah, and this movie has a fall 2020 release date. They haven't said what date specifically, but it's going to be released the fall of 2020. And of course, it has Anthony Mackie returning as Falcon and / Captain America, and then Sebastian Stan returning as Bucky / Winter Soldier.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and then a bunch of other people returning too is Daniel Bruhl, who played Baron Zemo in Civil War. During the Comic-Con panel, there was a cryptic message from Baron Zemo saying he was coming back. So, and in the comics, he wears like a purple helmet, and then in the Comic-Con reveal, he was also wearing a purple helmet. So we very much could see him back. Well, we are gonna see him back, so it's gonna be exciting. And then Emily Van Camp as Sharon Carter is gonna return apparently too.
Now Cap's niece that he kissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So this movie's gonna take place after Endgame. It's gonna show Falcon as Captain America for the first time, which I'm pretty excited for.
TV show.
Yeah, and I think it pretty much I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a buddy cop thing because if you guys remember Civil War, Falcon and Bucky had a pretty like funny relationship.
Yeah.
It's like they both like hated each other, but
Yeah.
also like protected one another too. So that's gonna be pretty cool.
I
Yeah.
get you.
So that's gonna be the first movie released, first TV show released from Disney Plus. All right, next, The Eternals.
The
So
big cast.
yes, that's the big cast. So
Whoa.
have you guys heard of The Eternals before?
No,
Of
this
them.
is so
Heard of the
diverse though.
Eternals.
I love it.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. So a long time ago, with like early humanity, these beings called the Celestials, they experimented on early humans and stuff. And so what they did was created like mutations in some of them, turning them into making them Eternals. Yeah. Eternals. They live a very long time, and they have like some superpowers, some superhuman strength. But like with Eternals, they also created these like villains. They're called the Deviants. Deviants are like just imagine the Eternals as these perfect beings. Now imagine the Deviants are like the complete opposite.
Yes.
So they're like hideous. They're like hideous, or like they're genetically unstable.
Okay.
That's the thing. So the Deviants always wage war on the Eternals. So they've been doing that for like a very long time.
I love how diverse the cast is. Did Angelina Jolie adopt every single one of them?
So we have Angelina Jolie. We have Richard Madden. He was from Game of Thrones. We have Kumail. I hope I say this right. Kumail Nanjiani. We have Salma Hayek. And then we have Don Lee. If you guys ever watched Train to Busan,
Oh, yeah!
Don Lee. He was the really buff dad. Yeah,
Not
that's
so buff
awesome.
anymore.
He's gonna play a pretty buff character in the movie too.
He's bulking up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buff? No. Dad? Yes.
Did you watch Train to Busan?
No.
He's friggin' buff.
Oh.
But anyways, this movie's gonna come out November 6th, 2020. So that's the Eternals. What do you guys think? It's gonna be like something new,
I
basically.
need to see a trailer. This is like Guardians of the Galaxy, where I'm like, that's different.
Yeah, I know.
Marvel-wise, but I'm
Mhm.
like, as soon as I see a trailer, I'm like, okay, I'm getting the feel of this. And I
I know.
love Guardians.
Eternals are basically there to like protect like humanity. And they've been around for a long time. Why we haven't seen them in the MCU? There's probably a good reason why. But,
where were they in Endgame, Infinity War? Where were
Yeah.
Business reasons.
Of
They
course,
did.
they're like, my pager wasn't working. Sorry, like.
So next one is pretty cool. Shang-Chi.
I love this
Shang-
one. This one's I'm excited about.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Not even the Shang-Chi, the 10 rings part. I'm like,
I
oh,
know.
they're doing
That's
it.
pretty exciting. So.
Wait,
bold.
what?
I don't
get it.
What is it?
Wait, did you guys see the third Iron Man movie?
No.
Oh yeah. I'll explain it.
Okay.
I'll explain it. So first of all, Shang-Chi is gonna be the first Asian MCU superhero lead.
We have to stand.
Yeah, we've had Benedict Wong as from Doctor Strange. Now we have his name is Simu Liu. He was in Kim's Convenience. It's on Netflix. It's a pretty good show. And then we have Awkwafina. She's also a pretty great actress.
Yeah,
Awkwafina, yeah. And
Same
then
name, of course.
Stage name.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then we have the guy on the right. His name is Tony Leung. And guess what, guys? If you guys ever watch Iron Man 3, he's gonna be the real Mandarin. Because
Oh.
Iron Man 3, there was like a fake Mandarin played by Ben Kingsley. But now we're gonna have the actual Mandarin, who's actually pretty menacing in the comic. So if you guys don't know who Shang-Chi is, he's a martial artist in the Marvel comics, and he's a pretty good fighter too. He's fought like superpower beings before, and he's just really good. Okay, take my word for it.
But I have a question, or I'm
Yeah.
gonna raise an idea, but I don't want to get like political or anything.
Yeah.
But when are we gonna get an Asian character that doesn't have any ties to Asian culture? You know what I mean?
Asian Americans?
Benedict Wong.
Yeah.
No, but like, you know what I mean? It's just like the Asian vibe. You know what I mean? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with
Oh.
it, but I'm like.
You mean
Like an
who
Asian Doctor
doesn't-
Strange or an Asian Captain
Oh,
America
something like that.
or Asian,
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something that isn't directly tied to some sort of like martial
Yeah.
arts kind of thing.
Yeah.
I would like
yeah.
to see like.
I mean, but would you rather have a white guy play Shang Li?
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah,
there's an issue
Shang-Chi.
with Iron Fist.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You can never win on this because like I
Yeah.
want more Asian representation. I want more representation all around.
Yeah.
But it's like.
Oh yeah, I'm all up for that.
But I think this is great. It's a great idea, great
Yeah.
overall thing.
Yeah.
But I just like wonder if like in the future we're gonna have more Asian characters that aren't gonna maybe
Probably.
like the
I mean, this.
Eternals.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Eternals has like,
Mhm.
but I'd like to see like more representation.
Yeah. I think this movie is like the first step
Yeah. that's the first
into
step.
that. So I think it's just a stepping stone.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lot more in the MCU. It's gonna be like, and the MCU's gone like super diverse, which I'll like talk about in the coming slides. So I'm excited for this. Shang-Chi. All right, guys. For the next one, we have WandaVision.
Sorry.
WandaVision.
That sounds like a TV.
It's a TV. It's a TV channel. It's a TV. It's gonna be a TV show. So WandaVision.
It's like the Oprah Network.
Yeah,
The
basically.
WandaVision.
So WandaVision is gonna have a spring 2021 release date, and it's gonna have Elizabeth Olsen return as Scarlet Witch, which I love,
Aw.
and Paul Bettany returning as the Vision, who we saw actually die in Infinity War. But with the MCU, no one is ever really dead.
Yeah, right?
Are they?
Like,
I
Yeah.
hope
what's
so.
death?
Yeah.
It's just a concept.
Yeah. And another surprise person who's confirmed for the show, Monica Rambeau. If you remember her from Captain Marvel, she was the little girl of Captain Marvel's best friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be her name is Teyana Paris,
Uh-huh.
and she's gonna play the grown-up version of Monica Rambeau because the movie takes place in like 2020 or like 2023,
Whoa.
basically. So she's all like grown up and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But what her role is gonna be in the TV show, we don't know yet. But we know that she's confirmed too.
Okay.
So this TV show is gonna take place after Endgame, obviously, and we're gonna see Scarlet Witch see how she is after the events that happened.
Wait, it takes place after Endgame.
It takes place after
Then
Endgame.
what vision? What?
That's what we want to find out. which is gonna tie into the next one I'm gonna announce to you.
Okay.
So we know that's confirmed, and what else is confirmed is the next slide. Doctor Strange,
Oh,
Multiverse
I saw
of Madness.
I saw some.
Multiverse. What the?
Multiverse. That's the key word. Multiverse.
Oh,
of madness.
I was focusing on the in the.
I was focusing on of.
Doctor Strange in the. That's it.
Yeah. So it's gonna have a May 7, 2021 release date. Benedict Cumberbatch, of course, returns as Doctor Strange. Probably one of my new favorite characters.
Yes, I love Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's up
Beetlejuice
there.
Grumber snack.
Yeah. No, it's Benedict Cucumber Patch.
Oh, my bad. My apologies.
What was a surprise during the Comic-Con was Elizabeth Olsen is confirmed to be in the movie too.
Uh-huh.
There's gonna be a movie,
No,
Doctor
right.
Strange.
Oh, that's so good.
Well, and the fact that Doctor Strange and Elizabeth Olsen, Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch are gonna be in the same movie. They're probably two of the most powerful like superheroes in the
Yeah.
MCU. We saw them each take down Thanos in their own way.
Single-handedly. In their own
Single-handedly.
Sort of realm.
So just having them two together, they can have like a multiple of like things they can do. And the
Iconic
fact
duo.
that multiverse is in the title, we're gonna finally get introduced to the
I know.
multiverse.
They teased that in the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer.
But if you actually watch Doctor Strange, they actually confirmed that a long time ago when
True.
the ancient one did that thing to Doctor Strange where he like where he took him out of the astral phase. She was like, there's a multiverse of other things around. So
You're right.
so they confirmed that a long time ago.
Wow, we stupid. We
That's
knew,
true.
but we didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's like the whole. I think we've known, but it was never confirmed. It's always been
Yeah.
hinted at,
Mhm.
but maybe we were. I don't know.
Yeah, it was but now that we know, and the fact that Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch are like the most powerful like magic wielders.
Yeah.
They can do like a lot of things
Yes.
with this.
Yes.
Which I also want to talk about. This is confirmed to be the first scary MCU film.
Wait, what?
It's gonna be like sort of like a little bit of horror elements. Because with magic you can do whatever you want with it.
Yes.
They can like you can bring in monsters, you can bring in like dead people.
You could slice people's heads off.
Yeah. So I mean they probably won't give it a rated R rating just so
Yeah,
everyone
right.
watches it more.
Yeah.
But it's definitely gonna be the first scary MCU film.
Uh-oh.
And it's gonna tie in from the WandaVision series. So after WandaVision, Doctor Strange is gonna take place. So whatever happens in WandaVision, it's gonna continue in
They're
Doctor
gonna make
Strange.
sure you have to watch everything. So get
Yeah.
Disney Plus so you know what's happening in Multiverse of Madness.
I know. So there's there's
Wow.
literally no choice but to get Disney Plus.
Okay.
Those
So-
evil geniuses.
But they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know how to collect the bag.
Mhm.
They know how to get us there.
Yeah.
And they just have us
Mhm.
buy the goods. They
It's
have-
literally just take all my money. I
Just-
feel
Can
like
I give you my paycheck in advance?
Yeah.
Like, you just garnish from my paycheck every
Mhm.
month.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with now that the multiverse is completely confirmed, there's gonna be a lot of things that we could see in the multiverse. We could see other versions of superheroes. We could see
Yes.
returning superheroes. We could see a lot of stuff.
If this is like a multiverse, we can see different, like you said, different versions of characters. We
Yeah.
can see like them as evil, maybe.
Yeah, we could see them as evil. We could see like a different Iron Man, a different Captain America. I'm
Okay.
excited for that. So the next one, Loki.
Oh, heard of that too.
Loki. It's gonna have a spring 2021 release date, and will feature Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Cause who else is gonna play Loki, right? You okay,
Sorry.
Diana?
Okay, I'm ready. What?
Yeah. So as we know, Tom Hiddleston always kills it as Loki, and Loki's been like one of our like probably favorite characters for like a while, just
He's
because.
my cinnamon bun. Like.
I know. He finally had his time to shine in Thor Ragnarok, and then we thought everything was gonna be like all nice, and then Thanos just like chokes him. But there's a little hope for everybody because apparently do you guys know what this Loki series is gonna be about?
No.
So if you guys remember during Endgame, Loki ran off with the Space Stone.
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Now this series is gonna be what happens to Loki after it gets a Space Stone. So we're gonna go back to 2012, where the original six are still together, and we're gonna see what he does with the Space Stone, where he goes, what he's gonna do with it, how he's gonna grow from the experience or something like that. So he's alive and well in that timeline version of the MCU, and we all know like what happens in that version. People know that Captain America is part of Hydra. Iron Man has a heart attack. A bunch of like stuff happened during that timeline that they like seriously messed up. And now that the Tesseract is gone, what are they gonna do?
You think Thanos will come back because remember Thanos sent him to get the Space Stone. So now that he has it, do you think he's gonna successfully offer it?
Oh yeah, 2012 Thanos is still alive.
Yeah.
2012 Thanos is still alive. So maybe he'll just run away with it. I don't think he's probably not gonna give it to Thanos because Thanos is gonna know that he failed. So he's
Yeah.
probably just gonna kill him. So who knows what's gonna happen? But I'm glad Tom Hiddleston is back because I missed him as Loki.
Yes.
I was hoping he would come back in Endgame, but we didn't see anything.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be another Disney Plus TV show.
Well,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
already subscribed. Next.
Next, okay, so if you guys don't know, this is this next series is called What If. It's another TV show. It has a spring 2021 release date. So Marvel has these What If comics. They're basically different scenarios or different alternate universes of like the current timeline of like what would happen. So let me give you an example. So the first episode that was rumored to be is what would happen if Peggy Carter took the super soldier serum. What if she became Captain America? So that's just one of the many examples of like stuff. There's like another what there could be like what ifs, like what if Iron Man never like became Iron Man or something like that. There's a lot they could do with this, and a lot of it gets different from the
Thor
comics.
went for the head in Infinity War.
Something like that. There's no Endgame, yeah.
That's true.
I like how Michael B. Jordan is back. So what if
Yeah.
Killmonger wins?
Yeah, what if Killmonger wins? What happens to Wakanda?
Oh,
Yeah, so there's
yeah.
so if you guys look in the picture over there, there's a lot of cast members returning for this TV show. Oh, and it's gonna be an animated
Josh
TV show.
Brolin is back, so Thanos
Yeah.
is coming back.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So it's gonna be an animated TV show. It's gonna be the first it's the first MCU animated TV show. I know like in the past
it's animated?
it's gonna be animated.
Like 2D?
I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna look, but I know like Marvel has had pretty bad experience with TV shows in the past and animated TV shows, but with this one it's gonna be like the MCU's first one, so it could be pretty good from what I can
I
what I
like
can
the
tell.
idea.
Yeah.
I love the.
Yeah.
And all the voice actors are back too. So
It's like the YouTube channels are doing it. Why don't we do it and make
Yeah.
money off of it?
and just think of like
what if this happens?
just think of all the like what if scenarios we can have. So that's gonna be pretty exciting. So I'm excited to see that. All right, next one.
Okay.
It's Hawkeye. Hawkeye
I
is
don't know how I
getting.
feel about
I
that.
hate
Yeah.
the logo.
I hate.
Yeah,
the
it looks
logo.
like a sitcom.
It just
It
looks like.
I'm going to Walmart.
It
or
looks like they
something.
made it on Prezi. You know, remember Prezi?
Yeah, I know, Prezi. So Hawkeye is gonna have is another TV show from Disney Plus.
Okay.
It's gonna have a fall 2021 release date, and Jeremy Renner is obviously gonna return as Hawkeye. And for this show, what it's about, there's this girl in the comics. Her name is Kate Bishop. She basically takes over the mantle as Hawkeye. So the whole TV show is gonna be Hawkeye teaching Kate Bishop like archery and just like fighting styles. Basically, passing on the mantle to Kate Bishop.
Isn't that his daughter in the MCU?
No, it's gonna be a different person. His daughter is like a different character. Kate Bishop is gonna be like someone completely different, I believe.
I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, obviously there's some. I'm sure there's hardcore Hawkeye fans, so
Yeah.
don't come for me. This is just my personal opinion, as everything is. But I don't know. Like he wasn't so present in Endgame.
Mhm.
All he really did was like, you know what I mean? I can't remember everything perfectly, but
I mean, he had a pretty prominent role. I feel like they couldn't have they couldn't have done it without him.
They
sometimes.
needed him for Vormir.
Yeah.
well, yeah, but he didn't have as much of a presence as I would have
Mhm.
expected.
I mean, he protected the Infinity Gauntlet.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he's the one that picked
Yeah.
it up from under the rope.
Yeah, and he's the one who passed it on to Black Panther, and then he had a lot more solid roles in Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron, but it's just nice to see him back though.
Yeah,
He's part of the original six,
Yeah.
and he's getting a show, so we could. Because we never really had a Hawkeye movie or
Yeah,
anything like that, or
that's true.
get to see his character.
Yeah, that's what I
more.
mean. Like there was never
Mhm.
a lot of development
Yeah.
for him.
But now that
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe now this is where we get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that he has his own show, they could literally do whatever they want with it. So
You're
I'm
right.
excited to see that. All right, guys. Well, that's Hawkeye, and the last movie confirmed for Phase 4 is Thor: Love
Yes, I
and
was
Thunder.
Okay.
So Taika Waititi.
YTT.
Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi.
There you
Taika
go.
Waititi is
Yeah,
gonna.
look into your shirt and say his name.
Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi is gonna come back as the director, and he did a wonderful job with
And
Thor
he also
Ragnarok.
plays Korg.
And he also plays Korg too.
Hey man.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. So he did a great job with Thor Ragnarok, and I'm glad he's coming back for this one because he made Thor like super funny and super exciting. So.
I love the 80s kind of like look of the
Yeah.
logo. How it's very
Mhm.
like, what is it like?
Even Ragnarok had an 80s logo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the look. I love.
Yeah,
the
I love
energy
the-
I'm receiving.
He-Man, very He-Man.
Yeah, I love
the
the
immigrant song somewhere in there.
Yeah, I love the aesthetic. I love the aesthetic. So it's gonna have a November 5, 2021 release date. That's gonna be a long time from now, but it's fine. I can wait. And Chris Hemsworth is coming back for Thor.
Yeah.
He has 2 more movies left. He has this one and then Guardians 3. Guardians 3 might be his last movie. Yeah, unless he decides to extend his contract. But amongst
not working anywhere else.
Yeah.
It was a little dark in the beginning, but
The Dark World, literally the title of the
Oh
song.
Yeah,
gosh, I like to forget about Dark World sometimes.
Hey, but Endgame made us like the Dark World.
Yeah.
I know. It made me really. I mean, I liked before. I mean, I won't deny that it was one of the more forgettable movies in the MCU universe. But like, I didn't dislike it.
Yeah.
And seeing those scenes come back, you know, reminded me of some of the touching moments I thought it had.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that, and I just love seeing like the whole cast back together. And then Tessa Thompson is gonna return as Valkyrie, of course. And then, when a surprise twist from Comic-Con, Natalie Portman is coming back as Jane Foster. But also, if you see in the picture, she's gonna be the female Thor, because in the comics, a female Thor was introduced, and that was Jane Foster, which was revealed to be Jane Foster. So she's gonna come back.
She has the God of Thunder here.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be worthy to wield Mjolnir.
I mean, we'll see in the movie. Like
Thor
how
is-
we don't know what the story is. We just know that she's back.
Is that gonna be a superhero name? Female Thor.
Female Thor? I don't know
Thor.
I want to know why it's called Love and Thunder.
because
Because Tropic Thunder. Was
because
already
Chris
there.
Hemsworth because Thor and Jane used to have a relationship.
Oh, wow, I'm stupid. Sorry.
So now they're back to they could get back together because in Thor Ragnarok apparently she dumped him because which was pretty like all of a sudden coming from like that movie. But we never really got into it. Never got into the relationship. We just know that like Jane dumped her. Jane dumped him. So it's like we don't know what happens after that.
The interesting part of this is business-wise, behind the scenes, Natalie Portman didn't get along with Marvel.
Yeah.
So-
Wait, really?
Yeah, she was. I would like hear that a lot, and then now it's interesting that she's back. So they may be like upped her paycheck as, hey, you're gonna be the main one here. Can you come back now?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I mean, she was there for the Endgame premiere. Like she actually watched like Endgame because she was like 5 seconds in the movie or something.
Which apparently wasn't new footage. It was just unused footage from.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They just inserted Rocket. In the
Yeah.
shot.
Another thing about this movie is that apparently it's gonna take place after Endgame. So like we saw Thor go with the Guardians.
Yeah,
So
how's that
how's that gonna work? If Guardians isn't even like announced yet.
Yeah.
So
Maybe they just quickly show them dropping them off somewhere.
yeah, like we'll pick you up in like 5 minutes. Just don't do anything stupid until the next movie. Yeah.
And he
so-
goes off and has his own movie.
Yeah. So like we'll see what happens. I don't know, like maybe they'll announce Guardians of the Galaxy 3 before that. I don't know.
Maybe D23, you never know.
Yeah, because D23, there's still a lot of stuff that they haven't announced
Yeah,
yet. So
coming up.
yeah,
Still 2 years
Mhm.
away.
and now
Gosh.
I know.
But you know what? I mean, Infinity War felt like so far away when they first.
That's
did that
true.
movie.
Another question I had is like even though we know that Jane Foster's going to be the female Thor, how do they get Mjolnir back? Because Mjolnir was destroyed by
Yeah.
Hela.
What's his name? Eitri? Is he-
Eitri? Oh yeah,
he's still
he could.
alive, and
he
he's
could-
the one that created the hammer.
Yeah, he could make another Mjolnir. Or now that we're talking with like multiverse, this probably couldn't even be Jane Foster from this Earth. It could be Jane Foster from another Earth with her own version of Mjolnir.
Oh, wow.
Once again, multiverse.
Brain twisted.
Multiverse.
That's yes.
All right, and that is it.
That's it?
Yeah. Go next slide.
That's all.
That's it for Phase 4. That's basically like the timeline of things to be. So
Wow.
I'm excited. You guys excited for Phase 4?
Yeah.
Even though it's only 2 years, but who knows what they could like
So we
say.
get
Is
3.
that all in your notes?
Ooh,
So there's 5 movies and 5
TV shows.
TV shows.
5 TV shows.
Which I don't even want to call a TV show. They're miniseries.
Yeah.
It's one long
Basically
movie.
miniseries.
Yeah.
It's a miniseries.
Yeah, basically it's an episodic miniseries.
And the only way to watch it is you're gonna have to get this new Disney thing.
I mean, you can always find it
I
online.
mean,
too.
$7 a month. That's cheaper than if you're going to go to the theater and pay how like.
That's kind of
Twice
true.
as much?
Yeah,
And this
it's
is
not
a
bad. And you
longer
can watch
movie.
anything you want.
And
too.
it goes directly to Disney, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like with movies, they have to still take out a
Yeah.
little bit for the movie theater and whatnot. So
Yeah.
this,
I
they're
still
just
support
getting.
movie theaters. I like
No, I
the
do
movie
too.
theater
I think
experience.
they're.
I don't want everything to go digital.
No, I don't
Yeah.
either.
And plus with Disney Plus, you can get other like you can watch other Disney movies too.
Yeah,
So it's not just Marvel.
Yeah.
It's other Disney movies and
You
Disney.
watch The Simpsons?
I guess.
You can. It's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be on Disney Plus.
Yeah. All right, so that's basically it for Phase 4. Guys, I lied. There's actually one more thing, one more slide.
What?
Cricket?
After this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another movie that was announced, Blade.
Oh, I heard about this.
So basically, if you guys don't know, Blade is a vampire slayer, and he had a series with Wesley Snipes, long time ago.
Yeah.
Not part of the MCU, but it's a standalone like series or something. But now Blade, our favorite vampire slayer, is back, and he's gonna be played by the talented Mahershala Ali. This isn't gonna be in Phase 4. It might be
Yeah.
confirmed for Phase 5, but there's a Blade movie in the works. So he, as of now, he's confirmed for the MCU universe.
I'm just thinking, how with everything going on in Marvel, how do you work in vampires?
Yeah,
By the
I
way,
don't
that's
know.
around. Dracula, he's a real thing.
I mean, was Blade like immortal? I don't know too much about Blade.
I know he's half vampire, right?
He's half vampire.
He's half vampire.
So he could have like lived through the old times, and we could just see him like a long time ago.
Or an origin story.
Yeah, an origin story like.
But like, I
vampire
just
slayer.
don't understand how that goes in with the rest of like, you know.
Where
Base.
Marvel is now.
Yeah, where Marvel is now, I don't understand how that. Excuse me.
I mean,
Like,
the more characters, the better. I would
Obviously,
say.
the more characters, the better. But it's just so not off-brand. Obviously, I don't
Yeah.
want to say off-brand. It's just such a.
It's so left field.
It's more of a. I mean, it's just so different because there's never been vampires. I haven't
Yeah.
been.
Again, I'll bring up Guardians. Completely left field.
Yeah.
Fits right in.
That's true.
Right in, yeah.
You know what? I remember first hearing about
Yeah.
Guardians and being like, "What the hell is
I'm like,
this?"
I'm not gonna care about this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
and
like,
I
I love it.
loved it. I
Yeah.
loved it.
And I mean, with the MCU, anything can happen. Like like the Eternals exist. Guardians, there's like different like planets and stuff. So
I
with-
need to be more open-minded.
Yeah.
It's just what I.
yeah, with the MCU, they could do anything about it. And the fact that it's part of MCU, you know, it's gonna be like a success.
In Marvel, we trust.
In Marvel, we
In
trust.
Marvel, we trust.
Yeah, and that's basically it. That's all they announced at Comic-Con. But Kevin Feige also said that Black Panther 2 is coming, Captain Marvel 2 is coming, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is coming.
Right.
Is
They're
that,
probably gonna go more in depth on that in D23. I think
Yeah.
that's more of a hardcore.
or it could
I
also
won't
be,
say hardcore, but
yeah, it could also be part of Phase 5 too.
that's true.
Yeah, so Phase 5. So
Wait, that's it? You didn't say the other things he confirmed?
what else did?
Fantastic Four?
Oh yeah, Fantastic Four. Yeah,
Fantastic Four.
and then another I forgot about it. And another thing, Fantastic Four and X-Men are coming too.
Okay.
They might not be coming the next like few years, but soon they're gonna finally incorporate Fantastic Four and X-Men.
That's Wolverine, right?
That's Wolverine, yeah.
Oh yes.
There might be a different Wolverine, but
No.
Who were they aiming for, Wolverine? There was a...
Like Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, but they're trying to find like the most suitable like Wolverine. They could bring Hugh Jackman back. I think Hugh Jackman said that
You'd be interested.
He'd be
He
interested in,
would.
yeah. Well, that's it, guys. Marvel Phase 4 is gonna come out pretty soon, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited. Oh, I was like, I literally spent like all night doing that PowerPoint presentation,
It was
and
nice, Arrow.
Yeah.
It was
and-
very well put together, so
Yeah.
I applaud you.
so I hope you guys are excited for Marvel Phase 4 as we are. Let us know what other stuff you want to know, like about the Eternals, about anything that we missed. But yeah, thank you guys for watching our first Dead Talk. In accordance with Deadpan Entertainment, I say goodbye.
Later.
Good night.
Good night.
Or good morning.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Or wherever you
Good,
guys.
good time.